Okay, so let's just come into a comfortable seated position, just aligning the heels underneath the knees. We're going to flex the feet so the toes point forwards. Draw nice and tall through the spine. Let the shoulders just draw back and down. So you feel a little bit of lift through the breastbone. Allow the hands to just rest down lightly onto the knees. Feel free to close the eyes for a moment if you wish. Otherwise, just let the gaze drop a little, the drishti drop slightly. And then just slowing the breath down. So a slow, deep inhale. Slow, deep exhale. And again, slow, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. This time when you inhale, gently roll the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to release back and down. And then again, breath in, lifting up. Exhale, releasing down. And then one more time, inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Let one hand sink to the floor. Other arm reaches up and over. Back to centre now and over to the other side. So welcome if you just joined. We're just going to move through a nice slow flow today. Coming back to centre and then again. Good. Coming into a twist now, into a spinal rotation. I'm bringing my right hand to my left knee. The other hand is just supporting my back, just resting on the floor behind the pelvis. Breath in now as you lift tall through the spine. Shoulders drawing back and down and the chin is just level to the floor. Again, just take a nice slow deep inhale here. Slow deep exhale. Coming back to the centre now. Breath in as you reach the arms up and over. Exhale, turning to the other side. Again, just rolling the shoulders back and down as you lift through the breastbone so you get that nice spiral all the way up through the spine. And then again, just coming all the way back to centre. We'll go into a little hip stretch from here, just nice and gentle. I'm going to leave my left leg in front and just take the right leg back. Okay, so both legs cut pretty much at a right angle. I'm going to press into the heels as well and just point into the toes, a little dorsiflexion there. And then just folding over the front leg. If anyone's got any knee problems, then I suggest just bring that front foot in towards you a little bit, just to take the pressure out of the knee. Okay, so just let the hands roll, walk forwards now as you fold over the front leg. See if you can, while you're here, just softening the neck and shoulders. Slow deep breath in as you breathe in, feel the expansion through the rib cage, softening through the spine, softening into the hips as well. Walking your hands back now, so bringing yourself back up, bringing the leg that's behind you now, so that's my right leg for me. I'm going to just bring that all the way up and over left leg, and then let's just tuck the left foot in towards the hip a little bit more. Okay, ground down with the right foot now, sweeping the right arm behind, breath in as you lift through the left arm. And then as you exhale, bringing the left arm to the outside of the right leg. Good. Let again the shoulders draw back and down, lifting through the breastbone. Chin just level to the floor. As long as your neck is okay, we can just turn the gaze to look towards the back of the mat. Okay, again deep breath in and out. Okay, let's just wake up the core a little bit now, coming back to the centre. We'll take a little hover here. So just bringing the feet off the floor. We'll go with the legs bent because we haven't warmed up that much yet. And then from here you can either just hold under the legs. I quite like to do that to start with anyway, so I can use that grip to draw the spine up tall, to take the pressure off the sacroiliac joints and the coccyx. And then from there, if you feel like it, you could just let the arms reach away. If you need to just keep hold of the legs today, that's cool. Good. Okay, one more breath there. Good job. And then releasing the legs down, bringing the right leg in front now and left leg behind. Okay. Again, pressing into the heels, little dorsiflexion at the ankles there. I'll give you a bit more stability, support through the joints. Letting the hands walk forward, so just folding over the front leg. Again, take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, folding over the front leg, head relaxes down, softening into the shoulders. Good, deep breath in and out. And again, like I said on the other side, any problems with the knee, I suggest just bring that front foot in towards the hip a little bit more. Put it more into a deeper flexion. Okay, taking your time now as you walk the hands all the way back and come up from there, bringing that left leg over and around now. Good, sink the sitting bones down onto the mat nice and tall through the spine, and then sweeping behind from there with the left arm. Breath in as you reach up with the right, bringing the right arm to the outside of the left leg from there. Again, shoulders just drawing back and down. Breath in, exhale again to gently twist. Good, just let the abdomen soften for a moment. And then just bringing it all the way back round to centre. Let's come into that hover again. So again, shins just level to the floor, lifting through the chest. You get that nice flattening through the back. So come to more neutral position with the spine. It's a bit deceptive, this one, because it doesn't look like you're in neutral, but you are. All you've done is tip the pelvis back. Arms again reaching forwards, or hold the legs. Good, hold it there for one more breath. And then releasing down from there. We'll take a forward fold now. So stretching the legs out in front for Dandasana. Hands either side of the hips, rolling the shoulders back and down. Good, okay. And then from here, welcome if you just joined, take a breath in, reaching up. Exhale for a forward fold. So just letting the hands drop down towards the feet or the lower legs, whatever's available to you today. And then again, take a nice deep inhale, get that expansion across the ribs, across the back ribs especially. And then exhaling to soften over the legs. Good, get that nice length through the back of the neck, so the chin is drawing in towards the chest as well. Take your time now as you come all the way back up. Moving on to hands and knees now. So into box position, I'm taking the right arm out and up. We're just going to thread the needle before our downward dog. So reaching up from there with the right arm, and then threading the right arm all the way under, bringing the right shoulder down towards the floor. Try to relax the neck. My left arm is just offering a little bit of support now. I'm pressing left hand down into the mat. That lovely, lovely stretch all across the mid-back. Pressing into the left hand now to bring yourself back up onto all fours. Taking now the left arm up. Opening across the chest first, it's an open twist, open rotation. And then again, threading the left arm all the way under, bringing the left shoulder down towards the floor now. Neck nice and relaxed from there. Good, again, just using the right arm to support. So I'm just pressing my right hand quite firmly into the ground to take pressure off my neck. Coming back again to centre, let the hips sink back now. Reaching the arms forwards and letting the head relax down from there. Make the arms active, press the hands down into the mat quite strongly. So you get that nice big opening into the anterior deltoid, into the pectorals, nice big stretch through the front side of the body. Tucking the toes under now, we'll bring it back into downward facing dog. So the arms are stretching forward, so they're good to go. And then toes tucking under, just pressing up and back from there. So the neck is nice and relaxed. If you're a little hyperextensive in the elbows, maybe just try bending the elbows ever so slightly. And then if the shoulders are feeling quite stiff today, just take the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. And that will help just to drop the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, we're going to walk the legs out now, so just bending one knee and then the other. Sorry, just take your time with that. Good, deep breath in, deep breath out. Lovely, okay. With the legs straight now in downward dog, or as straight as you can. From here we're floating the right leg up. So inhale, lifting right leg. Placing the right foot in between the hands now. Good, we'll come up into Crescent Lunge. So just allow the hips to sink down. So a nice big runner's lunge to start with, getting in position. Push your weight with the left heel, hold it there. And then we're reaching up with the arms. If this feels a little too much for you today, just let that back knee come onto the ground. You can always put a little blanket underneath or a cushion just to pad it out. Reaching up from there, feeling the need for a really good big stretch through the ribs today. So if you're feeling that too, just really sink down nice and low now as you reach up with the arms. You can turn this a bit of a heart opener. So the breastbone is lifting, we're lifting the gaze. Arms reaching up and back. Good. Get the core working now. Draw the navel into the spine. Little lift through the pelvic floor as well. As you exhale now, hands into prayer position in front of the heart. Coming into a twist. Exhale. Left elbow comes to outer right thigh. Shoulders are drawing back and down. Hold it there. Deep breath in and out. Coming back to centre now, hands come back down onto the mat, moving into high plank position. Again, if you need to just drop knees onto the floor during this, that's absolutely fine. I like to bend the elbows a little bit in this, it just changes the muscle recruitment. Well, when I say like, it's not like I enjoy it, but I know it's doing some good. Pressing back again into downward dog. Again, just walking the legs out a little, bending one knee and then the other. Okay, good. Taking the left leg up now. Left leg lifts. Lunging the left leg forwards, nice and strong now through the right leg. So again, pressing the heel away, hips sinking down. Okay, from there, inhale again, reaching up with the arms, so reaching up and over, nice big movement, so it'll really start to shift and move some energy in the body. Hips sinking down, lifting through the heart, reaching out and up with the arms, the palms are facing up. Good. Again, like I said last time, drop the back knee to the floor if that's what you need today. Keep breathing. Nice deep inhale. On your exhale now, hands come back down to the heart, bringing right elbow to outside of left thigh. Pressing palms together now as you rotate through the spine. Good. One more breath there. We're moving again into plank position. So hands now back down onto the floor. Moving back now, hold it there, core nice and strong. Okay, again, if you want to play around with it a little bit, bend the elbows slightly. I feel a lot more work across the chest when I do that. And then dropping it down into child's pose. So sinking the hips back, reaching out with the arms, spread the fingers, let the head release down. Good, so now we've warmed the hips up a bit, we're ready for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. I like to do Crescent Lunge before Warrior 1, because Warrior 1 just requires a bit more rotation from the pelvis and a bit more extension from the lower back. So you go straight into that and be a bit hardcore, I think, on those joints. So let's press back again into downward facing dog. Right leg again floats up. Good. And actually, before we come into our Virabhadrasana 1, let's just wake up the rectus abdominis muscles a little bit. So just bringing the right knee in towards the chest. And as you do that, put the spine into flexion. So rolling or rounding through the spine a little as you bring the knee and forehead towards one another. Reaching back and up with the right leg. Push into that right heel. And then one more time, again drawing in. And again pressing back and up. Good. Now lunging the right leg forwards. Set the back heel. So for this, as you probably know, we turn the back heel in. So again, if that was on a clock face, would be at 10 o'clock. Okay, reaching up with the arms now. The hands can be together, that's more traditional in yoga. However, for a lot of people that creates tension around the neck, so I tend to keep my hands apart in this, but it's up to you. See if you can sink down that right hip back a little bit more as you drive the left hip forwards. So we're opening across the pelvis here, but as we're having to balance, the muscles are fixating us. So they're doing an isometric muscle contraction to hold us in place. So it's a good posture to do for your hips as long as you don't have any injuries in the lower back, etc. Because you get that nice opening across the pelvis, but you've got the stability there as well. Okay, one more breath. We'll take a little vinyasa this time. Let's exhale, bring the hands down, stepping back into high plank. I'm going to drop my knees, but you can go from high plank to low plank if you wish. Slowly down, exhale. Inhale, low cobra. Feel free to take high upward dog if that works well for you. Releasing down. Tucking toes under. Take your time now as you slowly push back up and back into downward dog. Okay, left leg lifts up now. Left leg reaches. From there, we're going to draw now the left knee in towards the chest, rolling, rounding through the spine as you draw the knee and forehead towards one another. Reaching back up again, push into that left heel as well. And then again, drawing the knee in, hold it there. And again, reaching out and up. This time lunging the left leg forward for a Virabhadrasana, one on the left side. Anchor down with the right heel. So again, that foot's at about 2 o'clock. Reaching up with the arms. Breath in. Exhale as you sink forwards and down with the hips. And often this is instructed that your hips need to face directly forwards. However, this is physically impossible for 99% of the population because you have one leg reaching back. You've got this hip, right hip at the moment in extension and the foot is grounded. Therefore, yanking the hip forwards can put a lot of strain in the back. But certainly the energy in the direction of the pelvis is forwards, but you're not going to get those hips nice and level. It's not going to happen. Okay, reaching up again with the arms, breath in. Exhale again, sinking down. Good, okay, 2 more breaths there. Welcome if you've just joined. Let the hands again drop back down, pressing back again into downward facing dog. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, coming forwards. And then slowly coming down, exhale. Inhale, low cobra or upward dog if you fancy it. Okay, tucking toes under. It's a very English saying. Do you fancy it? And then reaching back into downward dog. Jump or step feet to hands now, just coming forwards. From there, exhaling to fold over the legs. Inhale now to come up. So reaching out and up with the arms back nice and flat as you reach up from there. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the heart. Okay, good. Well done, everyone. Let's come now into a balancing posture. Let's come straight into dancer's pose. I love this pose for elevating energy. It's fantastic. So let's take the weight over onto the right leg now. Left leg. We'll bring the right foot up first. So just reaching around the outside of the ankle. If you're fairly new to this, I suggest outside of the ankle, or if you have back injuries, I suggest outside of ankle, and that way the hips stay a little more neutral as you come into this, and there isn't the temptation to do a big external rotation. However, if you're quite used to dancer's pose, you could flip the hand around so the palm is facing outwards. I'll leave it up to you. Check the hips are nice and level. Reaching up with the arms, my words are not flowing today. Reaching up with the left arm, breath in. Exhale, whoop. Exhaling to kick back and up from there. So you can lock that left knee as you kick back and up. If that hurts the knee at all, so if you're hyperextensive, for example, you could bend the knee slightly. I'm going to bend my knee a little bit. I've got some mobility, hypermobility challenges at the moment, it seems. Okay, kick in a little higher and harder if that's available to you today. And then just coming back to the top, placing right foot down to the ground. Good job. Taking hands to the lower back now, pressing the hips forwards as you lift through the heart. Let the shoulders just draw back and down, lifting the chin. So just a little counter pose. Coming back to center. Let's try the other side from here. So again, just taking the weight onto the other side now. Yep. Hang on, I switched sides, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, yeah. So from here, taking the weight over onto the right leg, just bringing the left foot up. Okay, and again, just choosing whether you go around the outside of the ankle or flipping it round to the inside. Okay, good. And the nice thing about having the hand on the inside, actually, if you're choosing that, you get a nice opening into the shoulder joint too. Okay, nice and tall through the spine, hips are level, reaching up from there with the right arm, breath in. Exhale, reaching forwards and kicking back from there. Okay, so again, nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Switch on your core. If you're able to kick a little higher and harder, go for it, but not using force. Good, one more breath. And then again, coming back to center and just popping the foot down from there, a little more gracefully than I did probably. Okay, all right, let's come to the top of our mat. We can take a sun salute from here. Take whatever options work well for you. I'm going to stay with low cobra today. And I'm going to drop the knees as well. If you want to go more strongly, you go from high plank, low plank into upward dog. Let's take a breath in now, reaching up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Jump or step back into your plank position. Just take your time now. Make sure you're going down on an exhale. Nice neutral spine, whatever position you're in. Nice neutral spine. Untuck the toes. Take your spine extension, pressing the heart forwards. Releasing down, pressing up and back nice and slowly into your downward dog. Exhale. Pressing up and back. I like to take that little transition nice and slowly, just so you can get that nice drawing in of the core and really feel the arms working. It's nice to slow things down sometimes. Good. Okay, let's again jump or step the feet to the hand. So just coming to the top of the mat. And then again, we're exhaling to fold, so just folding the upper body over the legs, head is relaxed down. Inhaling now, reaching out and up with the arms, breath in, coming up to standing. Exhale, bringing hands down from there. Let's take a nice wide step now. We haven't done a wide leg forward bend for a couple of days, so I'm going to put that in now. Let's turn the toes in a little bit, hands onto the waist. So I'm a little pigeon-toed with the feet, so got a nice little internal rotation going on at the hips. That will help to therefore open through the back of the pelvis. Take a breath in, exhale to forward fold. So again, really take your time as you come down. Use the core muscles, draw the navel in, lift the pelvic floor so your lower back is supported. And then let the hands just drop down onto the mat. Walking the hands back so they're a little more in line with the feet. And then just letting the head release down from there. Allow the shoulders to lift away from the ears. Good. Again, if you feel pressure in the back of the knee, bend the knee slightly. And likewise, if you want to work a little more strongly, lock the knees and lift through the quadriceps. So nice and strong through those quads. Okay, taking this into a twist now, let the hands walk forward. So the hands are just aligned under the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. So the spine's in a more neutral position now and parallel to the floor. Leave the left hand where it is, right arm reaches up, working to stack the shoulders for that lovely rotation through the thoracic spine, through the middle back. Lift now through the insteps of the feet. So press down through the outside edges of the feet. Hold it there. Exhale now, bringing the right hand down. Left arm reaches out and up. Again, nice and long through the spine. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears. You might feel this is a bit different one side to the other. And then again, releasing all the way down from there. Bringing the hands onto the hips now. We'll take a breath in to come all the way up. Bringing the legs all the way together from there. Again, just take a little counter pose, hands onto the lower back as you press the hips forwards, letting the shoulders just draw back and down. Okay, and then coming back to centre. We'll take another balance from here. We're going to take the weight over onto the left leg. Now, before you come into this, I want you to really work on getting that pelvis in neutral, to get that tailbone drawing down, a little lift through the front of the pelvis, and that way it's much easier to switch on the deep layer of core muscles, the transverse abdominis in particular. And then from here, we just bring the right knee in towards the chest, so the hands are around the shin. Right thigh comes in towards the chest from there, maintaining that neutral position with the back. Good. Now, stabilise yourself again by drawing the navel into the spine, rolling the shoulders back and down. Again, you can lock the left knee. I'm choosing to leave mine a little bit bent. And then if you would like to take it further, reach down, take hold of your right big toe. Okay, lift all through the spine again once you've got that grip. If you've got a yoga belt, you want to put that around the foot or something similar, go for it. And then we're simply exhaling to kick away. Okay, this is Hasta Padangusthasana. Draw now the right shoulder back and imagine you're drawing that femur bone into the hip socket. Keep it there. And then hands to the hips as you slowly let the leg come all the way back down. Relax into Tadasana. Good. Let's go the other side. So from here, again, nice and neutral through the pelvis. So a lot of us have quite a, I know I have, got quite a lumbar curve. But I know if I then go into postures from that position, I end up with a bit of a sore back. And I think most people are like that. So again, tailbone drawing down, get that sense of lift through the front of the pelvis, and hopefully you'll feel a bit lift through the pelvic floor when you do that as well. Steady yourself on your right leg, drawing from there the left knee in, hands around the shin, and drawing in from there. Okay? Shoulders again just drawing back and down. Work hard enough that you feel that right glute muscle switch on. That's going to help stabilise you. Good. And then either staying where you are or option to reach down, take hold of the left big toe, or using a belt again around the foot. Exhale now to reach away. Plug the shoulder in, draw the thigh bone back up into the socket. So you've got that nice sense of stability while you're here. Good, work the core, navel into spine, pelvic floor lifts. One more breath. Hands to the hips now as you lower all the way back down from there. Well done. Okay, we're bringing it down to the floor. Now let's come towards the back of our mat. Just realised I don't have a clock in here, so I'm not sure how long we've been going. But we've got, well, I have got one, but it's stopped. I'm not that disorganised. I've only just realised it's stopped. But I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to do about 5 minutes on the floor, and then we'll go into Shavasana, just in case you're concerned about time. So just letting the chin drop down towards the chest, rolling down from there, walk the hands forwards. Come into box position, but before the knees touch the floor, stop. So your shins now are just hovering above the mat. Toes are tucked under. Now imagine you're just tucking the tailbone in. Not that you can physically do that, but that sense that you're tucking the tailbone in. That will help to put the pelvis in a little bit of a posterior position, and you'll get again those deep core muscles switching on. Hold it there. One more breath. Release down. Child's pose. So I'm doing my child's pose with the thighs together. I find that nice and comfortable. You can take your knees apart if you wish. And then take your time now as you come all the way up. We'll come back to sitting. Feet out in front of you there, bending into the knees. We're going to take a little roll in action from here. As you know, I teach Pilates as well, so I'm taking this from Pilates. It's a really nice movement towards the end of a sequence. We've done a lot of work with a flat back, so now we're going to change it up a little bit. Feet are flat to the floor. If your ankle's a little tight, you might find the toes are up. That's cool. Reaching the arms forwards, draw tall through the spine. Take a nice deep inhale. And then we're tucking the pelvis under as you roll back. So I want you to breathe out now as you curl back. Draw the navel into the spine. The back of the neck is nice and long as well. And then simply taking an inhale to lift up. Exhale again, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale. Exhale again, coming up. Breath in. Exhale again, rolling back. And again, slowly up. If you want to make it a little stronger, we take the arms out to the side, so reaching that lever away. So again, breath in, exhale, reaching arms out to the side as you tuck the pelvis under and roll back. Inhale, coming up. If you want it stronger still, you extend one leg. Breath in, exhale, rolling back. Reach out. Inhale, lift, switching the leg. Inhale, exhale, roll back and lift. Let's do 2 more. Breath in, roll back. So you've got 3 options there. I'm sure you can find one to suit. And last time. And then again, coming up and relax. Good job. Let's come now into Cobbler's pose. So just bringing the soles of the feet together. Knees out to either side. Let the hands just rest to the feet, or I quite like to interlace the fingers and just pop them underneath the feet. Shoulders drawing back and down, taking a breath in. Exhale to fold forwards and down, letting the head relax. Shoulders are just softening down away from the ears. Good. If you want more of an opening in the hips, press the elbows down onto the thighs to give yourself a bit of an adjustment. But do remember, as I say in loads of videos, you only need your hips to be so open. Forcing your legs down onto the mat when they're not ready or just don't want to do it is not productive. It is in the short term, but long term it's not. Inhale, coming all the way up from there. Let's come down onto our backs now. Wind relieving pose, safe one to do at home. Okay, so from here, left leg flat to the ground, and we're drawing the right thigh in towards the chest. We're interlacing the fingers around the shin, drawing the thigh in towards you, and then just take it slightly out to the side. Okay, let the lower back release down into the mat. This is awesome to stretch the back. It also gives your internal organs a little bit of a massage, in particular the digestive system. And release, changing sides. Again, drawing the leg in and slightly out to the side. Good. And that way, when you take it out to the side, you don't restrict your rib cage as you breathe. And release. So just letting the leg release down from there. If you can stay for Shavasana, that's awesome. We'll just take 2 minutes or so there. I'm guessing the time today. If you do need to go, I invite you to just roll to the side, come up really nice and slowly. Take 5 breaths there before you come up and get on with your day. If you're able to stay here, that's ideal. Taking out a slow, deep breath in. A slow, deep breath out. Allow the face to soften. In particular, let the jaw soften. Maybe give it a good stretch. Do that a few times a day. Let the neck soften. Let the shoulders just melt down into the floor. Taking again a deep inhale. Exhale, feel the upper body soften. Feel the hips just rest heavy on the ground as well. Arms and legs completely relaxed. Taking a slow, deep inhale. Slow, deep exhale. And just watch the breath, especially your mind's very busy. Just see if you can watch the breath just for the next minute or so. Notice the sensations in the body as you inhale and as you exhale. So you might observe a sense of lightness as you breath in, a sense of heaviness as you exhale. And then just taking a slow, deep inhale, slow, deep exhale. Waking up the body, stretching into the fingers and the toes, stretching into the arms and the legs. Good. Slowly bending the knees now. We'll just roll over onto our right side. And then just take your time now as you slowly come all the way up to sitting. Good. You're going to rub the hands together, have the eyes closed, make the hands nice and warm. And then just soothing the eyelids, rest the nice warm palms of the hands onto the eyelids. Let the chin draw in towards the chest a little, but keeping the back straight. And then just let the hands drop away. Let's bring the hands across the heart, one hand on top of the other. Namaste everyone, I hope you have a lovely day. I know some of you are in your afternoon already in different countries, so have a good evening. If you're in the UK, have a good rest of the day, you're well set up now. Thank you for joining me, really appreciate it. Back tomorrow at the same time and Friday at 10 o'clock. Friday I'll have a 3-year-old with me, so we'll see how that pans out. I'm sure you'll understand, no childcare. Anyway. Thank you everyone, thank you Mandy, thank you for coming and have a lovely day. Keep breathing, keep standing up tall, drink lots of water.